Okay, we're going to try and make a slide for the slideshow. So, to start, I'm already on what I just made. I'm going to go over to the library, and I'm going to type in a song. So, Love Ran Red is one we've got coming up. At the cross, Love Ran Red. I click at it. Never dies. There's a place. The flag was flowing down. So I'm trying to come up with right now. You have to look at a song and determine if it's better to do 3 lines or 4 lines. There's a place where sin and shame are powerless. Could be 3 lines. Where my heart has appeared, where all the love I've ever found. Yeah, you kind of just have to go for it. I didn't really plan this ahead. Here I bow down. Here I'm going to go with 3, and we'll just see how it looks. So 3 lines per slide, and then everything else you set to normal, and say import. And obviously some of these all didn't line up in the right spots, but I'm going to try and do this a little different. No, I'm just going to do it the way I've always done it. I'm trying something new out to see if I can find the best way to do it. But I right click on it, came down, and I'm going to click reflow document. And then here we have the song. So there's a place where mercy reigns and never dies. Now you need to know the songs. That's a big thing. You can't make a slide if you don't know how the song goes. And I think we could go with 4 lines here, maybe. But you know, that's really actually, this is very long. This line right here, I find that about here, where flow is about as far as you can put on a slide. So since that's the case, I'm just going to make a new slide. So I go down here and hit insert slide break. There's a place where mercy reigns and never dies. There's a place where streams of grace flow deep and wide. Insert slide break. Where all the love, enter, I have ever found comes like a flood, comes flowing down. There, I think these will look really nice when you zoom in, because we're going to blow them up bigger so they'll fill the screen more. So at the cross, I surrender my life. I'm in awe of you. And I probably put this on a line. I'm in awe of you. Where your love ran red and my sin washed white. I owe all to you. I owe all to you. And then Jesus. We'll have to think about how we want to do this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and make a second chorus. This doesn't have it. So basically the idea would be is this is all chorus 1. Now, you can't change something. If this is chorus 1, every time we say go to chorus 1, it'll be these exact words. You cannot add a word to just one of the times you go through it. You have to make a second chorus. And so the idea is we could either have this slide, at the cross, I'm in awe of you, where your love ran red, I owe all to you. And then if we want to repeat, it'd go back to the top, at the cross. Then where your love ran red, I owe all to you. But if you want to have that Jesus right here, you can't just add that once. That's why they have it on its own slide. I think I'd rather than have just Jesus be the only word on a slide, I'm going to create a whole nother set. So I'm actually going to copy this, come over here, paste it, hit new slide break, and then I'm going to go here, copy that, paste it, I owe all to you, Jesus. Instead of calling this the interlude, I'm going to go here, and we're going to title this new section, group label, chorus 2. That way, if we ever want to repeat, so this is just the chorus. Actually, I usually like it if this is chorus 1 and that is chorus 2. Well, either way, actually, let's do that, because I don't want to get confused. Normally, if you do the chorus just one time through, you're going to have it be, oh, you can probably hear Jubilee in the background. She's saying she's done with her breakfast. I'm going to go like this. Okay, I'm going to name it chorus. And then I'm going to name this one, group label, chorus 2. So basically, the first time we go through the song, we'll sing the chorus, I owe all to you, Jesus. And then the next time we sing the song, like when we get further into the song, we'll sing at the cross, I owe all to you, I owe all to you, from chorus 2 back to chorus, at the cross, and all the way down to I to you. So anyway, here we go. Writing this whole thing, we're taking too much time editing just this one part. So there's a place where sin and shame are powerless. Insert slide break. Where my heart. And here's when you delete, it brings everything up. Sometimes you have a problem where you're trying just to delete everything and it moves it all up. It can be a pain. But here we go. Where my heart has peace with God and forgiveness. Insert break. Where all the love I've ever found comes like a flood, comes flowing down. Here my hope is found, here on holy ground, here I bow down. Here I bow down, here, arms open wide, here you save my life, here I bow down, here I bow down. They put down in parentheses because they do this twice, and the second time through they just said, here I bow at the cross, which realistically you can keep the word there and we just as a team don't sing it, or I could again make this bridge longer and just account for that. So I could like insert a slide break right here, and I could go, we're singing, so the whole bridge, normally you would say, here I bow down, here I bow down. And then the second time through the bridge, if you assume you're always going to sing that bridge twice, there. Now the bridge is 4 slides. So what's nice about this, we'll see in a second, is that the bridge is just, that's the bridge. Okay, I'll make more sense later. I'm going to delete this ending. I'll figure out if there's a reason. Now notice I tried to delete it and it just moved it up to the next slide, so it's kind of a weird feature. So I'm deleting it there. Insert break. Now every time you create a song, we spent a lot of time editing. This song actually was a lot more editing than normal, I feel like. A lot more editing than normal. A lot of times songs are almost perfect when they come in. But I always add a slide at the end, and we're going to go to the new group, and we're going to title it background. So now we have a slide to put our background image on. Now this is all done. All this is really narrow here. You can see that it's only taking up half the space. This is going to be really nice so we can zoom in and not have to worry about changing things later. So now that we've got all the slides here, the next step we're going to do is right-click, edit the slide. We're going to highlight the text. And then this is the basic settings I use on all slides, but small changes aren't a big deal. I bold it. I up the font to 115. I go over to this tab right here. Here's like the text tab. Go over one, the shapes. Click on the shadow box. I up it to 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. Go back here and now apply to all. Now all the slides are going to get the same formatting in the font. So they just all popped up. Now, I normally at this point, I know I won't have any problems because we already made them nice and short, but I usually would go down and look and see if there's anything funky where, like, let's see here, maybe this said, it looked like that. I realized, oh, this line was too long, and so it's "and my sin washed," and there's one word, white. At that point, I'd maybe go and highlight that one line and see if I could just make the text a little smaller, and maybe, 107 for that one line would make it all one line. As long as it's bigger than 100 right now is the rule I'm kind of going with. But we're still experiencing, change and figuring things out as we determine what's a very good viewable text size. I find with the video backgrounds, you need your text to be a bit larger. And in the end, sometimes you just have to make more slides, which is okay. It's just more work for the slide people, though, in the end. All right, so here's all of our slides. We have a verse 1, chorus 2, chorus, verse 2. So realistically, the chorus should come before chorus 2. And now, we're not even going to have chorus 2 until later in the song, but now, right here is an important box you need to have checked. You notice it gets rid of those little boxes I had up top. So if you didn't have that clicked, click there. And hey, while we're talking about the screen, my image gallery is open down below. Close that so I have more room. If later we wanted to add our background images, that's where we'd come in here and we would add where I need to go here. Interesting that it's not showing me anything. Oh, there they are. Okay, this is a longer video than I thought. I'll have to do some editing. So here's my background images. I could click one of these guys and drop it up there. And we could do that for right now. I guess it's not a big deal. Let's do that real quick. I'm going to take just this video here that loops, stick it right there. So now when I click on that, I've got this video and I can put my text in front of the video. You'll notice that because we made these nice and short, I can make this text even bigger, which wouldn't be a bad thing. But if I'm done with the videos, I can close that bin so I got more room to see. Down here in the bottom corner, I can zoom this in and zoom this out so that I can see my slides at different sizes. But back to this tab. So this is just your base master slides. It's one of each different slide we have. And even though there's 3 slides right here, it's all just called verse 1. So now I want to go over here to the little arrow, add a new arrangement. I just call everything default unless we want to have multiple versions of a song. We could have a short version and a long version, a Joe version and a Cynthia version, a Jesus Culture version and a Hillsong version. So it all depends. If we like to do variations of a song, I think a great example is No Longer Slaves. There's a radio version and a full or video version. So depending on which one we want to do that day, we could save 2 different arrangements. That way they're both automatically always saved and formatted. But for default, if there's only one way you do the song, I call everything default. Now we've got the boxes down here. Now we can actually arrange it as the song goes. Now if you don't know how the song goes, like you know these are the words, but you don't know what order everything is, I'd pull up a YouTube video of the song, if you know the song that the worship team is using, and use it. I can click background now. I like to put a background at the beginning and the end. And you'll notice it already matches the other background slide. So now I got background, it goes verse 1. Then the song goes to the chorus. Chorus 2 doesn't go right there. I'm just going to get rid of it right now. So it sings chorus. Then there's verse 2. Then it'll go back to the chorus, but I think this time it does it twice. And honestly, I probably should pull up the video, but for this tutorial, I'm not going to pull up the video and get it perfect. I'll figure it out later to make sure it's right. So at the cross I'm in awe of you. I owe all to you. At the cross, all to you, Jesus. I think it goes to that. All to you. Or maybe it goes all to you, and then here my hope is found. I'll have to double check this. But let's just pretend there's chorus 2, chorus 1. Here's the bridge. Here I bow down. Here I bow. So I need to go back to chorus. At the cross, I'm going to grab a chorus from up here and stick it here after the bridge. Oh, notice I didn't get it right. I missed. So I actually got to make sure that that yellow is there. There, now it's in the right spot. Actually, I want to go chorus 2, chorus. There. I owe all to you, I owe all to you, at the cross, I owe all to you, Jesus. And that could be the end of the song. So now as they click through, these will all change. Again, it's just as simple. If we want to make a change, you could, oh, I'm going to get rid of a chorus, or oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just grab a chorus, drag it back in there. I'll confirm that this is right later. But there's the basics of adding songs. Now it's over there. I'll just quickly mention, too, here was a Sunday playlist I had going on. Some of these songs are the upcoming week. But I can hit delete button, click it, hit delete, click it, hit delete. And I know that we're going to be singing this Sunday. At the Cross will be the 3rd song. I'm just going to drag it down there. And I think Good Good Father is the 2nd song. So now I've got most of our songs for the playlist for this Sunday right there on the list. So when I click on this, now I'm going to see, I should see, oh, there's Hosanna praises. Oh, I want this contiguous. Click that. All right, it's going a little slow on me here. Oh yeah, it's singing. There. Now I've got contiguous clicked. Hosanna praises rising is the 1st song. Good Good Father is the 2nd song. At the Cross is the 3rd song. At home, I don't use the backgrounds because when you go to church, if you save this file and take it to church, the background doesn't save with it. You can only use the backgrounds that are stored on a church computer. Otherwise, these would be gigantic files because these video files are kind of large. But anyway, but yeah, you can make this file at home. Oh, I guess this is the last thing that's very important, is that if you want to make these files at home and then bring them to church, now that I'm done, I can go, I just made Good Father, and at the cross just today, I'm going to go up to File, Export Document as a Propresenter 6 file. Hit Save. I've been keeping them in my Dropbox folder so that I can easily get them to church. Go to Worship, go to Propresenter. There we go. I hit OK. Those 2 files have now exported to my saved folder, and now I can access them at the church. Hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to come up with a joint Dropbox folder where anyone can save files to the church, and they'll just automatically show up on the church's computer. So that'd be very nice. No saving, no jump drives, just save it at home, and it automatically appears in the church computer. I think that is